We wanted to open this place, we wanted to create something very unique, an homage to the timeless bars in New York of the 1800s, and also give something to Midtown. So at this point, we have about 450 different labels. We have a special program. We go to the distilleries. We taste very different barrels. We get a bottle, it comes here, and then we make really fun cocktails. This is the Champion Shaker. It's a really cool device that is made to highly chill cocktails, especially whiskey sours or any classics. The company only works with one venue. We're the only ones in New York City, so you can only find it here in the Parlour Room in New York City. It is absolutely paradise for whiskey lovers.
So we're just trying to match the food with the dining room and the whiskey collection that we have. You know, we want it to feel elegant, nice, but not over the top and no extra frills. So we're highlighting the truffle arancini, which is just a little truffled rice ball with Parmesan cheese. We deep fry it so it's extra crispy and golden brown. We pair it with a brown butter aioli that's finished with a little bit of Banyuls vinegar, so it has like a really nice kick. And then we top it with fried sage to keep it seasonal. The spicy tuna tartare. It's harissa and cucumber labna and Rice Krispies. The steak frites is one of the first things that I kind of like changed up just a little bit when we came in. Super great flavor, very tender. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the best steaks that you can get. And we serve a New York strip. We top it with a chimichurri compound butter and French fries on the side. And then the burger, which is one of my favorites, is very classic. We use our secret sauce, which we call P36. It's essentially a whiskey tomato mayonnaise, fresh onions shaved thin, pickles, cheddar cheese. We had 2 slices because we think the more cheese, the better. And grill it to, you know, whatever temperature you like. For this specific deviled egg recipe, it's very light, very fluffy. All the eggs, you know, the batarga is like a cured fish roe that we shave over top. And then the caviar is, you know, fish egg. So there's a lot of like briny, funky kind of flavors that really just like make the egg yolk sauce kind of pop. I could talk about food all day long. I guess, you know, being in the space and walking in, you know, I think for me, it begs for like fun, snacky food, you know, so that's kind of what we've geared towards.
One of the biggest things of Arab heritage and like mentality is the mentality of karam. And karam means generosity, but also like a sense of community. So we always want to like give people food, we want to feed people. People appreciate things that are authentic and like true to like how they're supposed to be, and they don't really want it watered down, right? My name is Muhammad Abu Taha. It's my restaurant Shawarmaji, and it's basically Jordanian style shawarma that I grew up eating. My family is Palestinian from Jaffa, and 1948 my grandfather had to flee and he went to Jordan, and that's where my dad was born, and that's where I grew up. We serve chicken shawarma, lamb shawarma, and falafel. What makes us different than other shawarma restaurants is that our shawarma is very classic when it comes to like Syrian style shawarma, which means chicken comes with garlic sauce and pickles, our toom. Our lamb comes with tahini, onions, and tomatoes. My main like goal wasn't to necessarily like take Arab food to the next level, you know what I mean? It was more of like sharing what people actually eat back home with the people in the Bay Area to kind of like, you know, just share a little bit of our heritage that way. What's happening in Gaza is really affecting us, you know, like affecting us so much mentally, it's actually affecting us physically as well, you know what I mean? It really means a lot to us to like raise awareness and to try to support as much as we can. I see like the light at the end of the tunnel, and to experience the sense of community and support, especially here in Oakland, where a lot of people have been coming out to help support Gyoza. And that's what, you know, we're here to do more than anything, is to show that this is an Arab restaurant. We have Arab art all over the walls. We play Arabic music, and we want to share that with the community as well. That, you know, sense of fostering community, and we're together in this, and we feed each other and help each other. Like, that's what it really means to be an Arab.
So we like to keep all the food fresh. We make everything in-house, just about everything in-house. It's prepared daily. We're local, so we're a local ownership group, and it's just, you know, a group of people who are really passionate about food, executing quality meals, and just having a really good time doing it. So the first location was in San Mateo. We opened the second one here in the city. We opened our third one down in Mountain View, and most recently our fourth one in Palo Alto in the Stanford Shopping Center. Our flavor profile is more along the lines of Turkish, and that's where a lot of the origination of the taste of the food comes from. So we have your traditional kebabs, we have wraps, but I think one thing that makes us really special is our Turkish breakfast. We do that every weekend. In all 4 locations. Turkish breakfast is like an assortment of savory and sweet dips. It's gonna have multiple cheese items, it's gonna have bread, it's gonna have spanakopita, it's gonna have sujuk. It's a cured beef. It's really tasty. All 4 locations have a similar look and feel. Some of the locations, based on the size, we're able to offer more food options. All the food in general is good across the board, and it's generally we want to see a similar experience for everybody. This orange sauce is actually our homemade hot sauce. It's something I'm really proud of. So we make this in-house, and we've been doing it for a few years now, and it's super awesome flavor profile. We want everybody to come in and enjoy their time. When it comes to food options, we have restaurants everywhere, but there are very small things that set yourself apart, and that's number 1, the service, number 2, the consistency, and number 3, just the overall value, right? And so I feel like we hit all 3 of those nodes, and that's really helped the brand excel. If you would go to all of our restaurants, you would see that everything's airy, it's white, taller ceilings, soft colors, the floors are light. We want guests to really just like feel that fresh presence as they walk in. And that's a culmination also with the food. So it starts from the second you walk into one of the restaurants, from the time you order your food and the time that it takes to get to your table. We want that kind of that fresh experience to be there from the very first moment you walk in.
You're watching Bite Size Coast to Coast.
American comfort food.
The fair is about food. When you walk in here and you smell, you see, and looking at people's faces when they see the new concoctions that we create is just the best ever.
County fairs are a bit of Americana. We have the funnel cakes, the corn dogs, hot dog on a stick, the deep fried Oreo. This year, we've got honey funnel cake chicken sandwich. I don't even know how you can hold it and put it all in your mouth, but it exists here at the LA County Fair.
Basically, we are replacing the bun with funnel cakes. Then we top it off with a house-made hot honey. It's got cayenne in it, paprika, and we drizzle it all over it, and then we put a little powdered sugar. That's the secret ingredient. It's savory and sweet to a whole nother level. The Flamin' Hot Cheetos pot sticker. It's basically a really good pot sticker, but we're gonna make it great because we rolled it in our house teriyaki sauce, tossed it in Flamin' Hot Cheetos. It's amazing.
We love it. I've been coming to the fair since I was a kid. And you know, now as an adult, I get to come spoil the family with food.
I have to have the turkey leg. That's my thing. Turkey leg is #1, so we're doing that.
I'm always thinking, what can I fry? What can I mix? What can I do to get that smile on the customer's face.
It's all you can eat, so really however much you want to get. We are a Korean barbecue and hot pot joint. There's a hot pot, we have Korean barbecue, or you guys can do both. Broccoli, some lobster balls, crab sticks. Hot pot, it's like a Chinese traditional method of cooking. You get one soup base and you order a whole bunch of ingredients and you cook everything inside the soup base. It's very customizable and it's delicious. Korean barbecue is a traditional way of cooking meats. Basically you have a grill and you order all the meats and some come marinated, some come just plain. You cook everything on the grill right in front of you, like hibachi, but you do it yourself. I'm gonna start off with our ribeye steak. It's really about the experience you're getting. Usually by the time you're done, you're a pro at it. We are currently inside of Hot Pot in Delran, but we wanted to bring something more modern for the newer generations to expand our culture. Usually, if you walk into a hip place like this, you're like, oh, the environment's great, the food's great, you wanna come back. Now, this is where everybody gets a little confused. They're like, what are the scissors for? It's to cut your meat. It's just really a fun experience to do with your friends and family, to cook for yourself. Sometimes people come in, they're kind of scared. They're like, wait, I have to cook myself? After they enjoy the whole experience, they're like, oh, this is actually a really nice place to be, and they actually come back all the time. And this is literally done already, just in 30 seconds. We have a lot of different types of meats for the Korean barbecue. This is the black pepper pork belly. We have chicken bulgogi, plain pork belly, we have some garlic shrimp, salmon, ribeye steaks, beef bulgogi, everybody's favorite. We also do have a whole bunch of seasoning if you want to customize your steak. We do offer a variety of drinks. We have a lot of alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. Right here we have a strawberry mojito and a passion fruit lime green tea. We have our new green grape drink and the lychee berry fizz. I just think it's a great experience if you've never had before. It's really different, it's really unique, it's a lot of fun.
We're back on Bite Size Coast to Coast.
Like, what are we gonna eat?
So we're at Farmer in the Deli. This is the infamous Farmer in the Deli, known to a lot of people for the chopped sandwiches. The magic of the sandwiches is the freshness. The sandwich is always fresh. From the bread, the ingredients is prepared every day. The bread we get every day. The meat, because we make so many sandwiches, when we open a piece of meat, it only lasts an hour or two. Every time you order a sandwich, it's gonna be fresh. Another key ingredient is the people, community, the people that we have here. This place has been around since the 50s. It was owned prior to us, to my family, by an Italian immigrant, my dad, his brother, and a couple of partners. They took over in the early 70s. The name was changed in the 80s to Farmer in the Deli. The same dynamic with the sandwiches. Our slogan until today was, we don't make sandwiches, we build them. My father and my uncle back in the day, that's what they did. And it actually started with tuna. They started by making individual tunas for people who come, just made to order. And it grew from there. And then, like, why not? Let's do it with the turkey, let's do it with different types of meats. And it just started from there. You build it yourself. You come up with all the ingredients. We offer all the ingredients in front of you, and then you build your sandwich. You build your sandwich. You just use our expertise to put it together. A lot of people will pick different flavors of potato chips and just throw it in the mix, which is it's very good. It adds a little bit of a crunch, an extra flavor to the sandwich. My favorite chopped sandwich is I like a little bit of spicy. A little bit of spice in my sandwich, so I'll take the Sausalito turkey with some tuna. I'll put, lettuce, tomatoes, mayo, and a little bit of jalapenos just for a kick. Sometimes, on certain occasions, I'll add some Doritos, the spicy Doritos, and I think that's the perfect sandwich. Since the viral videos and social media videos on TikTok, Instagram, and different platforms, we have seen an uptick in traffic into the store. The lines have gotten longer. We've hired more people. So hopefully, with that, we're combating the lines a little bit by adding more people back there. We welcome everybody to come, right? But one thing we don't forget is our veterans, our neighborhood. They always have, the largest piece of our heart.
This theater has never had Chinese food, and we allow them even to take inside the theater.
Going to the movie theater, it's always just popcorn and candy. It's nice to have a bigger variety, especially coming to the Chinese theater and having actual Chinese food to enjoy during a movie. It makes it a little bit more special.
Being one of the first people to enjoy authentic Chinese cuisine amongst the stars here at the Chinese Theater.
I fell in love with this theater. It's one of the most beautiful palaces in the world. The handprints of every major star in the world. Major premieres, they all took place at this theater. So it has a special, unique place in my heart as a film producer, as well as a real estate owner and developer. What Chef Tony does, he has a kitchen on the second level, and it's served out of the pagoda, and people could take 4 or 5 different combinations that Chef Tony has designed, and you take them inside the theater and you eat them.
It's very different. It's, it fits. It's a Chinese theater. If you love dim sum like myself, it's very cool to be able to grab this and come see your favorite movie.
We got some egg rolls here. I love egg rolls. I'm a big fan. About to try the pork buns. I've never had pork buns before, so I'm really excited about that. I've heard a lot of really good things about the chef here, so this is all really exciting.
直到津津有味，用手我哋係去比較方便，用手嚟甩啲sauce去食享受我哋嘅點心，我覺得係有一個食嘅文化。
When I tasted Chef Tony's food, I was literally blown away. It's really a good experience for my customer who's only been offered popcorn and soda and hot dog. Now you can really eat the good food.
We're back on Bite Size Coast to Coast.
Oh my God, that's good.
Most of the people don't know there's a restaurant here. They just open the door and they're like, wow.
This was really, really good. Gyoza, really juicy. It was just really perfect, well made.
It's pretty discreet. It's almost like speakeasy-like. When you come inside, it's like you're transported into some little bar in Japan.
In Japan, especially in Tokyo, people, they get off work at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. and after that they go to the bar and eat the food and then drink in like tiny, like a little tapas bar. The gyoza is Japanese version of dumpling. Originally it comes from China, but Japanese made it their own way.
This was really, really good. I hope one day I get to go to Japan and try the gyozas there.
Most popular dish is, of course, the pork gyoza. It has a lot of pork juice inside and it's packed with flavor. It kind of represents where you come from. Where I come from in Japan, ginger is like the key component. One of our favorite drinks, I'd say lemon sour, which is squeezed lemon and shochu and a little bit of carbonated water. It's very refreshing. It's perfect match with gyoza.
I've been to Tokyo. I mean, this is very similar, right? A small and enclosed, intimate setting, right, where you got lots of interaction with both the chef and the service. It's intimate and the food's good.
Hi, my name's Emmett O'Hara. I'm a local oyster farmer. I participate in the Town of Islip Aquaculture Program. Welcome to Bayshore. Let's get out there and see the farm and try some shamrocks. I grew up here. I spent my childhood on the water and have been boating since I was maybe 12 years old. I was always interested in reconnecting with the bay. All throughout college, I ran water taxis on Fire Island. And so for me, after a 30-year career in the corporate bond market and commuting every day to Manhattan, when I was going to get out of the business, I was most concerned with what would I do, how would I stay engaged and keep busy. And this was the answer for me. And I'm just really happy to be able to have, instead of the Long Island Railroad commute to Manhattan, I've got a 3-mile commute to my oyster farm, and it's a joy to be able to do that. I'm very fortunate, and I love it. I typically work for the most part by myself, so I've got maybe 200 to 250,000 oysters out on my farm. That's a small farm. There are plenty of guys out there with 500, 700, a million oysters. I only sell oysters to maybe 3 different customers of mine, and last week I probably delivered about 2,000 oysters. Historically, we know that oysters and clams, for that matter, flourished in our bay. And like a lot of natural resources that man gets his arms around, we weren't thinking in terms of sustainability early on, and oysters were over-harvested and hadn't been seen in the bay commercially since the 1940s. And then clams, which were plentiful probably into the 1980s. They're almost gone as well. And now these programs, the attempt is to just kind of restore that life to the bay. I'm fortunate to have what I think are very delicious oysters. And it is interesting, depending on where in the water table your oysters resolve and where they grow up, there are subtle differences in the flavors. So the top of the water table might be a little more briny and you don't have to clean them as much when you harvest them. I do mostly bottom trays, so I do have some cleanup to do. But because my oysters live amongst the bottom vegetation, they definitely have a little bit of a different flavor. They've got the briny, kind of herbal and vegetative flavors. First and foremost, I love eating them. And so that's been one of the biggest perks, is that we really enjoy a lot of oysters, and we enjoy having them prepared in many ways. It seems to be that they're most popular in the summer, and that's the beautiful weather, and people come to waterfront restaurants and order up the oysters. But really by the end of the growing season, and what really determines that is water temperature, oysters grow faster and faster as water temperatures rise. And so when you get to the fall, it's almost like a climax, I think, where the waters are as warm as they're going to get. The oysters have been gorging themselves all summer, and so this fall run right into the holidays, in my mind, is the most beautiful time to have oysters. I think they're at their best.
What's your favorite spot to grab a bite or two? Tell us on social media.